And I actually asked you, how does it compare when you watched me and Ronnie Coleman as we rolled in? Because you'd get to see us at Lonnie's show, and that was always, June?
Yeah.
And we were kind of just starting the prep then, right?
Yeah. I remember...
Do you remember me posing down with the young kid?
Yes.
In Derek Farnsworth at that show?
Of course.
That one was in Orange County, I think, or something, that one.
But it was at Lonnie's.
Yes, but he
moved it quite a bit, yeah. For a while. I remember all that, dude. I don't know, I just not invested in it as much as I used to.
Well, I know, but it was a different era. I mean,
I know.
Dude, we were counting down every week.
Dude, I took it so personal back then. I remember the animosity.
If someone didn't believe?
Oh no, just between you and Ronnie.
Yeah.
He was the enemy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were gunning for him. And I liked Ronnie, but I just, he was the guy to take down, so.
Yeah. Did you ever feel that way about any of my other challengers, like a Dexter or Phil? Or
no.
Why? Just because you felt like maybe I had this superior position most of the time?
Like if you get past Ronnie, you'll never have to worry about anything else.
That's how it was, right?
Yeah.
That was the biggest obstacle.
Because no one could beat him.
Yeah.
At that time. No one could beat him. I mean, Kevin almost beat him in 2002.
Did you make bets?
Yeah.
People?
Actually, in 2006, I betted some guys on Muscle Mecca.
And how much money?
$100.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did they pay?
Yeah, they paid. I made
Really?
them pay because the guy from the side was like, "Come on, he's a student. He's a student."
No way.
Yeah. And I said, "I don't care."
Yeah.
He probably thought he would never lose, and I won $100. People probably thought it was crazy. I remember Palumbo. Thinking, "Dave, you're fucking crazy. You just..." Like every year he would tell me that. This fucking guy.
He would say that?
Oh yeah, he never thought you would beat Ronnie. Never.
I'm gonna have to call him out now because we actually talked quite a bit on that.
He never thought you would beat him.
Shut up.
Capone walking.
Another day in paradise, bro.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice right now. Can't beat the weather.
Before it gets smoking hot, right?
Well, it's been hot, right? Like 90s lately during the day.
I think, have we hit 100 yet?
I don't think so.
Is the question.
Like mid 90s, I think, max.
It's kind of funny. My temperature said 100 the other day.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know. I mean, every time I looked, it was never like 100 yet, but you can feel that it's warming up.
I was just talking to you about me, and you said you were having trouble finding guest posing footage of me and Ronnie.
Well, especially at the Pittsburgh Pro, because I was trying to, since it was a Pittsburgh, recently, I was trying to find you guys on stage, and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, when Ronnie Coleman just celebrated his 60th.
I saw that.
So I did this post, and I started to think back. Whenever there's certain occasions like that, I was thinking about when the first time I met Ronnie Coleman and what it was like. I remember, hearing about this gym that he trained at Metroflex and how hardcore it was. So I remember when I went down to Dallas to win my pro card in '96, like I had marked it off my bucket list. I got to go train at the gym that Ronnie Coleman trains at. And at the time, I think he had won a show in '95, maybe like Canada Pro or one of these things. And I know that I was impressed with Ronnie, but he wasn't the Ronnie of later.
Right.
When he came on in '98.
Yeah.
But what was amazing is he had those crazy arms, dude. He had the crazy split biceps. He could have had some of the best biceps, I think, at that time. But I thought his lower body, which is amazing because full circle towards the end of his career, he had the biggest legs,
Yeah.
But I remember I met him. We would do MuscleMag store appearances together. Remember MuscleMag would have, they'd have, do you remember seeing in the magazines where they bring me and Lee Priest and all the girls, and they would bring in for a signing event on a Saturday in each city.
They had a big one in Venice, remember?
Yeah, they had one in Venice. They had one. I remember we went to We went to like Idaho or something. We went up to Canada a bunch of times. We did Chicago.
So they had a bunch of stores.
So like Bob Kennedy would pick like certain people. It's kind of like an expo almost, but just a meet and greet. So they'd have a long table.
Yeah.
And I know Frank Seppi was there, and we'd sit there and sell our 8x10s, and people would come in and take the picture. They'd go down the line and they'd bring in stuff for us to sign.
Oh,
and
man.
Probably a lot of people on here, you know, some of our throwback people.
Yeah.
Definitely recall that.
That store was bomb in Venice.
So what they carried every issue ever printed.
Yeah.
In the store. Do you know that?
I know there was a lot of magazines.
Yeah, but they had like you could go back and from, I believe like the original they just printed certain copies, and was the whole gist of the store. You could buy that. I think they sold supplements and stuff like that too.
Yeah, they sold everything. Protan, videos.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that, and then, you know, obviously we just passed the guest posing, which is like the marker of the year for preparation for the Olympia, right?
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of guys. Like this year, it seemed like they had an announcement on the top 5 or 6, and then it started piling in.
Yeah.
I mean, Martin Fitzwater went.
Yeah.
The classic guys showed up, like Urs came and Ramon.
Martin looked really good.
You're pretty impressed with him, huh?
I am. He's just got, you know, he's not the biggest guys, but he's got great lines.
Yeah.
Great lines, great condition.
Yeah, I think on the last video.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it. Did you find a screenshot? You found
No,
it?
I found a video
Oh, okay.
of our interview. And you should see it because he's
How
like,
little was he?
dude. Compared to now,
Yeah.
oh my God. He made massive progress. Such a nice guy.
Yeah, listen, you love to see that, right? I mean, you watch the come up,
Yeah.
and you know, you had no idea who he was until
Nope.
I called you and said, "Hey, shoot this guy."
Nope.
And
I'm glad we did it.
yeah, you have that history footage, right?
Of course.
And that was in Venice that he came and shot?
Yep. At Gold's
Did you
Venice.
shoot Brett Wilkin too there at Gold's?
No. we
I know
shot
you were
him.
supposed to shoot C-Bum one time.
I know, and my dog died, so I had to cancel.
That's crazy.
I know. He had said yes and everything, and I couldn't do it. No, Brett, we caught him at
You
that
had
little gym owned by the firefighter. What's it called?
six pack.
No. In Vegas, right here.
Lift Factory.
Lift Factory.
Yeah.
And he had just gotten his pro card,
Okay.
and you were like, "Are you gonna stay classic? Or are you gonna stay?"
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, that's when we caught him,
Yes.
and then that's when he made his
Yes.
decision.
I remember.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, well, of course. You
Yeah.
were the one who did the interview.
Yeah. Okay.
We were just training and we caught him. I mean, he's another one, man. He used to be small compared to now. Jeez,
Yeah.
like such a nice guy. They got a new baby now. Him and his wife.
Yeah, he's made a lot of improvements.
Yeah.
But you know, the improvements are everything, right? I mean, that's the progression. I mean, you don't have to necessarily put on a ton of weight, but it's just about changing the quality of what you have as you're younger. You know, I was watching John Hansen's podcast last night, and they had Eddie Robinson on there. Do you remember Eddie
Oh, wow.
Robinson?
Yes.
You know, he was one of the best teenagers ever.
Really?
Yes.
He was big.
And he talked about how he never planned on winning the Olympia, but he was talking about making money and how important that was for him to set his future up.
Right.
And it's like he kind of had that early mindset, you know, to try to monetize everything,
Right.
get paid for the photo shoots and everything else. You know, I remember looking up to him because, remember, I came on in '91 and
Yep.
he was winning. I think he won in '89 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. National.
His card or whatever. So yeah, it's
He
crazy.
was good. I think he's not that tall.
No, it's 5'7", but
Yeah.
he had that round muscle tissue,
Oh,
right?
huge.
So he really impressed me coming up. And they had Franco Santarello on there. Remember him?
Yes. Cybergenics.
Yeah. I mean, see, that's the whole thing is that's what he's known for.
Yep.
But he talked about battling addictions and everything else. I thought it was pretty good. I liked
Yeah.
it. it kind of brings you back. Anything that, and I think a lot of times with jaywalking, like when people comment about it,
Yeah.
people are like, it's the throwback situation, you know? Yeah, shout out to Dave Lieberman too. I know he's watching the channel. I'll be out there in Ohio on October 26th for his natural show out there. Yeah. He's feeling tough today. See?
He always feels tough. Like, I can't take you.
Okay, come on.
I can't take you, man.
Yeah. Well, we walked last night, so we're trying to do twice a day now. And we walked last night, and he was looking for, no one was out last night. He was a little disappointed, you know?
He's like, pussy.
Yeah, so what do we think of the guest posing, Dave? What'd you think of, if I asked you who impressed you? I know we were missing Hadi and Rami. Who impressed you?
I was very curious to see Nick because he's just about to compete.
Yeah.
In New York. I thought he looked great.
I think Hunter's got a lot of potential. You know?
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, obviously Derek looked phenomenal, right?
I know, and I was actually telling you off camera that I was very surprised being off season how close he was to Nick. I was expecting more of a difference.
Well, I think a lot of people did, but you got to remember about the same weight.
I know, but
They're in
Derek's
the
not even
50s.
prepping.
So I know, but he has a lot of muscle tissue for their stature.
And he's still in shape. He's in good shape.
And I actually asked you, how does it compare when you watched me and Ronnie Coleman as we rolled in? Because you'd get to see us at Lonnie's show, and that was always, what, June?
Yeah.
And we were kind of just starting the prep then, right?
Yeah. I remember...
Do you remember me posing down with the young kid?
Yes.
And Derek Farnsworth at that show?
Of course.
That one was in Orange County, I think, or something, that one.
But it was at Lonnie's.
Yes, but he
moved it quite a bit, yeah. For a while. I remember all that, dude. I don't know, I'm just not invested in it as much as I used to.
Well, I know, but it was a different era. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Dude, we were counting down every week.
Dude, I took it so personal back then. I remember the animosity.
If someone didn't believe.
Oh no, just between you and Ronnie.
Yeah.
He was the enemy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were gunning for him. And I liked Ronnie, but I just, he was the guy to take down, so.
Yeah. Did you ever feel that way about any of my other challengers, like a Dexter or Phil? Or
no.
Why? Just because you felt like maybe I had this superior position most of the time?
Like if you get past Ronnie, you'll never have to worry about anything else.
That's how it was, right?
Yeah.
That was the biggest obstacle.
Because no one could beat him.
Yeah.
At that time. No one could beat him. I mean, Kevin almost beat him in 02.
Did you make bets?
Yeah.
People?
Actually, in 06, I betted some guys on Muscle Mecca.
And how much money?
$100.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did they pay?
Yeah, they paid. I made
Really?
them pay because the guy from the side was like, "Come on, he's a student. He's a student."
No way.
Yeah. And I said, "I don't care."
Yeah.
He probably thought he would never lose, and I won $100. People probably thought it was crazy. I remember Palumbo. Thinking, "Dave, you're fucking crazy. You just..." Like every year he would tell me that. This fucking guy.
He would say that?
Oh yeah, he never thought you would beat Ronnie. Never.
I'm gonna have to call him out now because we actually talked quite a bit on
He never thought you would beat him.
Shout out to this to the legends.
Oh, nice.
These guys gave me this shirt.
fitting.
How fitting is this?
It's fitting.
So last weekend when I went to Protein House in Modesto, this brand was set up with the clothing, and they said, "Hey, would you like a shirt?" And I said, "What size are you?" I said 2X. I said X size 2X. And when I pulled it and opened it up, and it had that legend on there, I'm like, they call me the legend.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they even knew, but it was kind of cool. They gave me
Living
the shirt.
legend,
So
yeah.
I said, "You'll see it on Jaywalking." So,
Did you tell them that?
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Big
looking
shout
for
out.
it.
All right, guys. So we are out for another jaywalk for Dave and I. Make sure you guys comment below. I talked a lot of the throwback things.
What do we got today? We're gonna go through. Do you want to say or no? You want to keep it surprise?
We'll keep it a surprise. We'll
Okay.
talk about it in the next one. But
Okay.
yes, we're stepping outside the box today.
Yeah.
for a very long time.
I
We're
know.
we're sending Dave to go shoot someone that's in town, and
someone new.
you know, so JTV, you know, we talk about our expansion all over the globe. Well, this guy is someone from overseas, and luckily we have one of the most popular people in Las Vegas that's going to be in the video.
Yeah.
Besides Jay Cutler. So big shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow the video, and thanks again, once again, for holding it down for Jay Cutler TV. Dave and I, another Jaywalking here, guys. Let me know what you guys think and comment below, okay?
All right.
Love you guys.
No mercy for you, no worries for you. That Game of Thrones, go Cersei on you. I flip the script, I roll the dice. Don't fall asleep, cause I'm working nights. Hey, you trying to shut me